Hi, I'm really enjoying these samples that were given to me in Glasgow by Whisky Jason. I have another one here. It is a Bushmills Distillery only, 12-year-old single malt, 40% whiskey base, 90767. Now, I don't know which one this is exactly because right here there's a distillery exclusive finished in acacia wood. There's another one called Distillery Reserve, this one here. And then there's another one, which is a single cask 12-year-old Distillery Reserve. All three of them are 12 years old. So I don't know if I got the right picture on the thumbnail. Well, maybe Whiskey Jason can clear that one up. But I'm going to try this. It's bottled at 40%. Did I say that already? It says distillery only. So is that distillery exclusive? Is that the single cask? Is that the acacia wood finish? Is that the distillery reserve? I don't think it's a distillery reserve. So it's one of the other two. It's either the single cask or the acacia. We'll see. We'll find out. So I'm just going to open this quickly. I like the way Jason's sample bottles work. They seal perfectly. I don't lose much, and they're very easy to open. Oh, here we go. Nice little 40%er to start our night off. My mouth is a little dry. Yeah. Well, it's already got that nice nose of pears. Pears, apples, cinnamon. There's some spice in there. Yeah, apples, cinnamon, something else spicy. Hint of cloves, perhaps. Not sure. You can definitely tell that it's Irish. It doesn't smell like a Scotch or a Canadian or a bourbon or a rye. There's a hint of wood tannins too. Who knows how many times the casks or barrels were reused. Is there any sherry? I don't know. Is there natural color? I don't know. The nose is evolving. It's changing as I go. I'm getting a hint of leather. Don't usually get that with an Irish whiskey. It's 12 years old. Interesting and complex. Yeah, definitely a leather note there. Am I getting any vanilla or caramel? Not so much. This is like leather and cloves and quite full, rich flavor, or a rich nose for a 40%er. Wood and leather. Luxurious. Spice. Once again, apple cinnamons, pears. Beautiful nose. Beautiful. Maybe I should have started with something lighter. But I see the 40% on it, so I'm going, okay. And of course, you got to go to Bushmills at the distillery to get this. Unless Jason got it through some other channels. The man is he's a master at getting whiskey. Collecting whiskey, shipping and receiving, and collecting and stockpiling. Me, I just go to the store and buy whiskey. But this guy has made an art form out of it. Oh, now there's some vanilla coming in. It's sort of creeping in underneath all those other notes. Yes. Yes. Perhaps a little bit of chopped almonds too, but of marzipan. Ah, this is a complex 40%er, one of the most complex 40%ers I'd ever nosed. This might even be superior to Cragganmore based on what I'm smelling. And I'm talking about Cragganmore 12. Also a 40%, but it's a Highland Scotch. No, Speyside Scotch? Yeah, I think it's a Speyside Scotch. From Diageo. Okay, let's taste this. I'm really intrigued. Oh. Oh. That is special. Special wood notes. I'm thinking that this is the one that's aged in, what kind of wood was that? The one with the special wood finish, whose name I just forgot. I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. Oh my goodness. That is exotic, all right. Oh. That first sip. Wood forward. Getting some vanilla underneath the wood, but mostly wood forward, and what a delicious wood it is. Oh, wow. Wow, I think I've deduced which one of the distillery exclusives it is. It is the special wood finish. Wow. The nose is not as pungent now that I've had a mouthful of it. But that's a lot of flavor for a 40%er. Wow. Still getting some pears, cinnamon, cloves, wood. Definitely some tannins there. But it's not like a barn board used up wood. This is like a young wood. Not exactly to the point of being sappy, but it's a younger wood. It's not a dried up, dry rotted old piece of barn board. Try that again. Here's my second sip. Mmm. 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 Oh, before swallowing, I'm getting quite a slippery, alkaline kind of mouthfeel. And after swallowing, that's when all the wood spice just comes in. As soon as I've swallowed it, it's wood spice covering my tongue, covering my cheeks from the inside, covering my palate, the roof of my mouth. It's spicy. It's woody. It's cloves. It's allspice. It's steak spice. It's spicy. And there's a little bit of vanilla in there with that. And with the spice, it's almost as if the spice and the pear flavor are one and the same. They are so well molded together. Oh, long finish. Long drying, spicy finish that's fading slowly. It's still there. I can probably take a sip of water and still taste the spice. Oh, Jason, this is a fabulous, fabulous dram. Thank you very much. It's probably quite rare and hard to find. Maybe I should look up Whisky Base 90767 just to be triple sure, and we'll get the last drops out of there. I'm not going to add any water, or maybe I should. I wouldn't add water just because of the 40% alcohol by volume. That's another empty bottle. Wow. Well, one more sip as it is, because this is just delicious. This is one of the nicest, most interesting Irish whiskies bottled at 40% that I have ever nosed or tasted. Exquisite. Once again, a little bit of vanilla and pear until I swallow. And then the spices come out, the wood spices. But I'm repeating myself. Wood spices mixed with vanilla and pear. And, this is fantastic. Now let's just give it a couple wee drops. Oh, that's probably more than enough. But because the flavor is so potent, I think this can take it. I like whiskeys that do that. They're one thing when you first take a sip, have a mouthful, and then when you swallow, then the spices just come out. I got that from a Japanese whiskey once, which was it, the Akashi White Oak. I think I still have some of that left. But this beats the pants off it. This has a real woody punch. Acacia, that's it. Acacia wood. See, it comes back to me. I may be getting senior moments. I'm more than half a century old. In fact, I will be 55 in about a week's time. By the time you see this, I will have turned 55 already. That's the wonders of pre-recording. Oh. The nose is still beautiful. Not quite as well. Not quite as strong now that I've added water. I don't think water brings anything else out in this. This one does not need to open up. At least it didn't need to open up from the sample bottle. Yeah, water just makes it weaker, makes the woods, gets rid of a lot of that spice. And you taste a little bit more pear and vanilla than you did before adding water. I would not add water to this if I ever had it again. I would just drink it straight up. Well, on that note, slanchava.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.